Hello everybody, it's the Games, and welcome back to War Thunder with another lineup video. And today I'll be showing off the German 5.7 lineup. And it's a big lineup, guys. I'm gonna say it right off the bat, it's a very, very big lineup. And there are actually two more vehicles that you could fit in at 5.3 that I cannot fit in, even though I have 2, 4, 6, 7 crew slots. So even with 9 crew slots, you can like put 3 5.3s in, even though there is one SBA at 4.7 that you are taking because there's no 5.7-ish SBA currently, so that's the one hole there is. But I'm just gonna cover all the vehicles. We got 3 heavy tanks. Actually, one of them is premium. We got, first off, the Tiger H1 is my custom skin for it. It's a bit of a plastic skin, I guess, but like texture-wise, there's not that much detail to the skin, but I like the 212 and the Panzerkreuz and whatnot. But the Tiger E and Tiger H1 are basically carbon copies of each other. They are really good, really powerful tanks, although like there are some small details like the 102 millimeter plate covered by 30 millimeter track plate here. It's like 140, 120, 200. These ones have like just 120 overall. There's like some minor differences. 182, 82, 26, 12. Like there are some small minor differences to the armor layout. And you could say that the Tiger E has the better armor layout of the two, but doesn't really matter. Both of them are in the same tech tree spot. Other than the Whirlwind and the Dicker Max vehicles, you're all free to unlock. So you can just get, as soon as you reach tier 3, you can start unlocking the H1 and then the Tiger E. And they lead into the Tiger 2 and later in Mouse research tree. The other vehicle is a premium vehicle, Porsche Tiger. I did a separate cover of this thing. This thing basically is a little bit slower in top speed and has these weak corner cheeks and slower turret rotation speed in return of getting an additional 102mm frontal plate. Like, these are just literally just two of these plates stacked together. So the weak spots, as long as you're directly forward, like they will probably bounce off shots, but as soon as you get at that angle, you're gonna get right through there with ammo right behind it. So it's a bit more a vehicle that you have to be like straight facing the enemy. Then you're fine with this thing, but otherwise the Tiger might actually be better because you can actually like angle the hull. Actually, you can get a little bit further, like around here, 140mm overall, which is pretty thick armor. Even though you do have this weak spot here, of course, do have to watch out for that. The next vehicle is the Waffenträger. This is the 5.7 in the light tank destroyer line. This one is all the way from the start, all the way to the end. Is one big line, so you have to research every single one to get to this thing. And to the second point is 2 mill, which I'll go into in a second. But the Waffenträger is basically the long 88mm gun found on the Tiger 2 H and P and the SOA 16 models, as well as the Ferdinand and Yak Panther. And I think, okay, go for 3. Yeah, Panther 2 as well. Also got the long 88. It's a really powerful gun. And on the basic tank, like the base tank, you see it at 6.7. And here you just set at 5.7 and you got a turret. But in return you have pretty low mobility and no armor. You do have this 5.3 variant for it, but that one doesn't get a turret. So that's why I would say get the Waffenträger over that, because there's a second 5.3 in that line, which is a male, which gets a 128 K40 gun with okay, it has a slightly lower velocity shell, but it's the same shell and gun as the Mouse has, which is a really ridiculously powerful gun. And the last actual 5.7 is the Panther D, the first model of the Panthers. And it's a medium tank, but it's really big, and you could classify it as a heavy tank, and you can probably use it as a heavy tank, even. Although this one does lack turret rotation speed compared to the other models. I mean, it's like just a small recap for the different models. Panther D is the base model. Panther A is a faster variant with a faster turret rotation speed at the cost of getting 0.3 BR higher. G variant gets improved turret armor, but and some like more side armor, I think it was. Yeah, I also got more side armor on the hill, but in return, it basically loses all of the Panther A's mobility upgrades because of the addition to weight. Panther F gets a different turret, which is slightly stronger. And the Panther 2 is way higher at tier, but gets the long 88. But the Panther F basically also has the slow mobility, similar to Panther D. But it is like similar to the Panther G in terms of performance overall. And then the last one is the Oswind. It's just an SPAA with a 37mm autocannon based on a Panzer IV chassis, Panzer IV G with the 80mm frontal armor, but it has glass armor for the turret. So that really doesn't do much, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just gonna actually queue up and get right into it. And I'm gonna start with the Tiger H1 actually, because that's the most notorious one that you will be using probably like 90% of the time. And after that, I will take out the Tiger E. Well, unless I will die inside this match. And I'll probably have to respawn and see what I get. Try to cover all the vehicles over time. You do have the Yak Panzer IV as well as the Heavy Tank Destroyer line, but basically it is a Panther without a turret at 5.3. Basically in terms of like performance. It is based on a Panzer IV, not on a Panther, so there's some difference there, but well. So the Tiger H1, Tiger H1 is probably the most all-around tank you will find in most of War Thunder. It's also one of the most iconic tanks overall. There's a decent top speed. It goes up to probably like 30 on flat ground. Doesn't really have that much issue with hitting that 30 kilometers an hour. Borstar Tiger has the same top speed, but like on the roads, the Tiger gets a little bit faster. Where it gets that there's a little bit of mobility advantage. And also the Tiger is better uphill. Bratwurst. Ja, Bratwurst. Schnitzel. Okay. Bratwurst. Und Bier. Yep, and a beer. So much trees. Ah, dang it, people are already capping. 6.3 confirmed with the Tiger 2P. Tiger 2P, Tiger 2P. There's also this premium Tiger and also the Airsets M10 that I cannot really cover because I simply don't have those vehicles. Which is a pain. But basically, the Airsets M10 was a premium for the Operation Winter, the last event, before the World War II Chronicles. And it is a Tiger D, just a normal variant, but a faster turret rotation speed and a different scope. And it has like 5mm structural steel all around. Additionally, that occasionally sets off HE or heat rounds, but other than that, really doesn't do anything. It is the better of the two, but it is. I wouldn't really call it like pay to win because they didn't get. You don't get it by money. You got it by grinding. His mobility is out. Did he? Oh, why did he suddenly disappear there? For Deutschland. Oh god. Gotta see somebody tree here. I'm just gonna oh. Okay, that guy's dead. Good. Just gonna lava snow shell in there. A FE0202. That's not good. I don't want to see an FE. I really do not want to see an FE. Those things are scary. Let's try to get a side shot on it. He's like facing that tiger that just died. That's not good, because then he will... That's a loader. This thing has a pretty good reload. Now, die. I saw that guy like going from there towards the right. So he will probably face right here. They're at C. So that's a problem, because that means they will come from behind in a moment. So we're now entering a multitask mode. I have to deal with a lot of enemies from all around. No, God. God's got into cover. I wanna get off this street. Okay, there's a heavy tank right here. Oh, hello. I can't do anything, he's backing up. If he's backing up further, I can hit him here, but until then, I cannot really do anything. Let's get around him. Come on, tiger. Stay with me. Stay with me, Ben. Non-penetration to the rear of the turret. Dang it. You're not going anywhere. T-3485. Oh, there he is. There he is. Back up. And of course, I'm just gonna get one shot by T-34. After I shot him right in the side. Yeah, it's going to right through my front plate. Oh, okay, to the bottom of my turret actually works too. Okay, let's see. Tiger E. This is actually a full stock Tiger E. I'm gonna actually, yeah, I'm gonna need to stir a mill for this to get those big guys out of there. It's the biggest gun you can get at tier, like at 5.7, like a proper gun. It's probably the biggest gun at 5.7. But you get a slow, unarmored, open top, so like very exposed to artillery and air vehicles. Glass cannon. Only only 2 of these were actually built. But because they're actually built, they were added by Gaijin. I'm actually pretty happy. Like, actually this vehicle used to be 6.7. Like 2 updates ago, they changed it to 5.7. I was pretty happy with that, because then I could fit it in my lineup. And after that, it suddenly was like 5.3. Because why not? You have a 88mm variant and then this 128 variant, and both apparently are the same BR. Sure. This thing also comes with like minus 15, I think it was. Yeah, minus 15 degrees of downward elevation. I guess one of the few guns that actually goes further down than up. But because of this, you can like just put this on top of a hill and just fire it downwards. With only like the top edge and the gun itself getting exposed and nothing else. Which makes it a really just nasty sniper. It's probably one of the best snipers around at this tier. Oh, I survived that. Like bomb. Like, I can't do anything against bombs or planes. Just like hope they do not hit me. That's all I can do. Ah, come on. That's some ability. I guess I'll take you out. And I know I'm dead. Thanks for reminding me. T-29. That's 6.7. We did not have any 6.7. Like, no Tiger 2s at all. Oh, well, we did have the Porsche Tiger 2s, but no Henschel Tiger 2s. At all. That's a really, like, big bummer. For some reason, people are not playing Tiger 2s. And with that, 5.7 often gets 6.7. But we do not get any of those 5.7s. Get out of here, plane. Know where you are, but get out of here. It is Oswind. Higher mobility than most SPAs. Let's try. That thing is guy's down. T-44. T-44s are like bullshit vehicles. They're medium tanks with heavier armor than their heavy tank counterparts. At 5.7, like those things are 6.3. Oh well, I'm out. Let's go into battle again. I think I'm gonna take out D or the weapon trigger, depending on which map we get. Yeah, this is gonna be work for the Panther. Gonna go rich sniping. The weapon trigger only has -8 gun depression, so it has to expose itself on this map with the amount of hills there are. So it's better off taking a Panther here. Even though it also has -8, we do have a pretty thick frontal plate. This one is even more of a plastic skin. While I like the more original skins. Do know that like only I can see my tank this way. All the rest like think I look like that thing. Or this guy right here. That's how I look for everybody else. Well, with bush. But that doesn't really matter that much. Again, Panthers, you have the advantage of the big sloped frontal armor plate, which will bounce a lot of shots. But this thing is basically like the inverted thing compared to the Tiger. The Tiger has a weak frontal glacis, but this thing has a weak turret. This thing is gonna get penetrated on the turret quite often, and maybe lower glacis. But the Tiger's like way more vulnerable at the upper glacis. The Tiger does get like this better gun of the two. Do know that. This thing has like similar penetration, but it's a 75mm gun instead of a 88mm gun. And that's where the difference comes in. Here you can see the very, very slow gun rotation. I'm gonna get into this. Never mind. Downhill position, I wanted to say, but did he? Unless he made me right into the ammo. What? Those guys don't have an explosive filler that big. Oh, I can't actually not actually leave this match because I got the Oswind. There's like, oh, you can only like the next time you go, you can only use the Panther because you leave early because you haven't yet one SPA up. I did overexploit myself a little bit, I guess, but. I would say like you do not really even need the Oswind. I mean, one could argue that the Whirlwind is actually the better SPA of the two, even though like the Whirlwind is 3.7, this thing's 4.7. This thing has pretty much the same penetration, even though it does way more damage post penetration. The Whirlwind, like for actual anti-air purpose, the Whirlwind is actually the better one of the two because the higher rate of fire is way easier to hit stuff and etc. etc. I do realize now there should be a lot of Hellcats. So I can and probably will take those out. There we go. There goes one. Was that the same guy that killed me earlier? Might be. That's definitely possible. 234.85. Okay, we're just gently going the other direction. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Like T-34.85, I don't think I can penetrate him even at the rear. Okay, he should come up right there. What if that guy dead? Ah, no, 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 no. We're not gonna get close to a T-44 actually. That's not a T-34, that's a T-44. Can't go up here. That's problematic. I can distract him, I guess. Ah, Super Hellcat. Okay. Super Hellcat. A Hellcat with the gun of a what's it called? Jackson. M36 Jackson. The M36 Jackson was a modification of the M10 Wolverine with a better turret with a 90mm gun instead of a 76mm gun. And the Hellcat had a similar 76mm gun but a way faster chassis. Like, based on the old M10 Wolverine, basically, that was an upgraded chassis. And then they decided, like, okay, we got the gun upgrade, and let's now put both the gun upgrade and the chassis upgrade together to form the Super Hellcat. T-34.85E. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, reload, reload, gun, reload, gun, reload, gun. Move, turret. No, 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 no. Whew. There we go. This thing is really slow in response, so I was really not happy to get this close anyways. All I can do right now is try to climb this hill, get a sniper position, and hope that Super Hellcat doesn't see me. No, we're gonna get up there. This thing has really poor mobility. If it only had like a proper engine, then maybe stuff would work out, but it really just doesn't. So yeah, there's goes an Airsense M10. There he goes. Airsense M10 was also like called the War Crime Tiger because the Airsense M10 was made to look like an actual M10 Wolverine. Hull break. Okay, there we go. Okay, somebody is up there, it says. Uh-oh, I cannot get close to that guy. I cannot get to that far line. Oh, that's a jack. Oh, actually, that's a Super Hellcat again. Did he move all the way to the other side? Thought that's the turret of Jackson basically. Just Super Hellcat actually has some frontal armor. Okay, to get fire prevention. There we go. And now we got the actual grenade like shell we did the actual mouse uses. That's actually the one that I will be researching right now. This thing only has like 50mm of armor. Basically none. Even some SBAs can get through there. But the tiger and the Porsche Tiger can actually be bought normally using Golden Eagle, so that's why I'm actually taking it out and showing you guys as a grind vehicle. Got again the same map. I'm just gonna take the right side. And okay, target 2P. Target 2P, so we're at least at 6.3 at least. There's actually like another premium tiger. That was for another event as well. And this is like a tiger H1, but with like an actual like tiger, as an animal tiger camouflage pattern. A little bit of the orange stuff. And it just like gives you premium earnings. Basically this thing earns the same. And yes, I got a little lion on the side. Well, leopard, as they say. On the side of my tank. And I got like the actual things with actually armament tanks, like the Pacific Pioneer. And tree. Oh, I would have expected to actually go through that tree. This thing does have like a big smokestack, and like people can and will see the smoke when I'm driving like this. Actually, sail the rain right there at that point of the match. What? Oh yeah, the front plate. I was like, that's a Lorraine. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Fuck that bullshit. Lorraine 42 is like, oh, I cannot hit for shit. Oh, okay, I'll just like pump machine gun like shells into everybody. It's not even like a World War II tank to begin with. Like most, if not all, tanks of the French are all like post World War II. Auto loader bullshit that gives them way faster reload than they should have. And is it that thing? I think it's 6. That one's 6.3, I think. But those actually have like a pretty ridiculous armor actually as well because it's so freaking bouncy. I mean, that was an 88mm. Right in the top of the turret. It should have normalized inwards, but it was like, nope. Why would I? Don't want to. Okay. Let's see if we have better luck now. You should be around reloading now. And that should take quite a while. Because those guys have auto-loading clips, and if they're like empty, it takes a while for them to reload the clip. But nope, clip is filled again. Okay, I guess I'll try to take. I'll take the. Oh, he crashed. Never mind. Then I don't have to do anything. Where did that come from? There's the Panther for the 70. That's the. That's for the 70. That's the SPA, like the SPA. What I'm saying, the tank destroyer. Casemate guy. Oh, yep, Lorraine 40T. For real. I think it's a bullshit. The rain, like, I don't see it that often, but if I see them, I'm like, this is bullshit. So yeah, they're, because the reload is like 3 seconds faster than the average tank. With the same firepower, same mobility, and same armor. I mean, well, the armor isn't that strong, but especially the turret, it's just like bouncy as hell. So especially if they're going to sniper position like that, they're just ridiculous. But at least I made it to the capture zone. Finally capturing it. Maybe getting a respawn after this. That would be nice. Time to get some crew reinforcements. Where did the plane go? Oh, hello. It's way too far out for me to hit him. Oh, no, there's 3 of them. Come on. There we go. Russian P-47. Yeah, we are facing Russian. I did lose a crew member in the process, so I guess I should be happy that I got my backup crew member, because otherwise would have died there. They did pretty well, like 1 plane kill and 1 cap is apparently pretty much top score for our team. There goes an IS-2. H-39 Camperone? What's that doing there? That's a starter tank, but well, the premium variant of a starter tank. What's that doing there? Actually, no, it's not actually not the starter tank. It's like the first tank you unlock after the starter tanks. My bad. One thing that actually takes me off is like, this is a Japanese map. Every time, like, whenever I play like the Japanese stack, like on a current Japanese stack tree, I just never seem to be able to get this map. So like, that's kind of killing the immersion sometimes. Like, what's Germany doing in Japan? What's France doing in Japan? Okay, we seem to do have Japan on our side, but like, what are those guys doing there? No. Like, we got Americans on their side, but no Hellcats. That's kind of weird. I mean, it did seem like a 6.3, 5.3, so we should face Hellcats. And maybe that occasional Super Hellcat. And those things really don't like SPAs, so yeah. Looks like we got this match in the bag. Still got a Tiger 2P, wow. Those things just like lack frontal turret armor. It's just sad. Like, they have to, their hull is like 2.5 times thicker than their turret. It's like, as soon as they expose the entire vehicle, it's like people just shoot into the turret and just like it goes boom. No questions asked. That's why the Tiger 2P always has to stay at range. Like, it's condemned to being a sniper, so its weak spot cannot be hit. Because it's a pretty small plate that you're hitting. But at short range, it's just pretty easy to hit it overall. Just gonna sit next to him. Well, let's go to the left of him. Yeah, it's pretty much GG right now. This is one guy that is alive. He did not even die yet. He's just like sitting over somewhere hidden. Like he hasn't died, so he's not in a plane. He is in a tank somewhere. The question is, where? He has not done any tasks. He might even be AFK. Somewhere. Too close inside the spawn. There we go. No spots. What the hell did you say? What? It's like pff, spotlights. And suicide is not in real life, it's just like leave the vehicle. Just so we like is treated as killed and then we can wrap this match up because this is taking so long. Oh, they spotted him. Found him. Now the question is, what kind of tank is he? Let's go over there because there's the it's tank destroyer. STA-1 will probably kill it as soon as he like rounds the corner there. M36. Yeah, he's out. Then it should give up all loss of his vehicles and like you can see at the top there, flop, 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 and match done. There we go. I do want to do one more match and try to get sniper spot and actually go properly with like the weapon trigger or Stuart Mill. Weapon trigger, like they're both similar, but one has a turret and the other one doesn't. I think I'm gonna go grab the weapon trigger, go to the right. Actually, let's go for the Stuart Mill because of the gun depression and go like on the right hill, snipe towards A. It's gonna be hilarious to snipe with a 128 anyways. So, like, the difference between the Waffenträger and the Stuart Mill is that the Waffenträger can, like, stand sideways and peek out of a piece of cover. The Stuart Mill is confined to solely hills, while the Waffenträger can be inside, like, a town, drive out, shoot, and, like, get back in. Although, you do not really want to do that from, like, too close of a range, because then you're just gonna get shot. All those shells in there are so pretty. Those are like at the same time those are instantly like my ammo racks as well. If anybody shoots me, I'm just instantly dead that way. I'm actually pretty happy I grabbed this gun because 6.7 confirmed with the SLA 16. Your target, just look at it. Okay, 6.7, 6.3, 6.3, 6.3, 5.7, 5.7. Can you stop driving forward, please? That would help, you know. Thanks. There we go. Oh, it was AFK. I was just like putting in the auto drive mode. Like, go again. 6.7, 6.3, 6.3, 6.3, 5.7, 5.7, 5.7, 5.7. So like 5.3, 5.3, 5.7, 6.3, 5.7, 5.7, 5.7. So we got a 6.7 matchup, but we only get one vehicle with 6.7, and 1, 2, 3, 4 guys with 6.3. In our total of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 people. 6, 16 people. 16 people. 16 people, and only 7 of us are 6.3, 6.7, and the 9 other guys are all bottom tier. And one of them is AFK. And we only got one faction on our side in the matchmaker. We're against 4 different factions, which means they got the best vehicles of 4 different factions, while we are confined to only 1 vehicle. ST... Oh no, an STRV. Freaking missiles. Yes. We're looking at anti-tank missiles currently. That is one thing with the STRV. They're like WASD guided. So like S is up, W is down, A and D are left and right. So at range, you can just dodge them by moving because there's no way in hell they will hit you at range with that 80 ATM when you're moving. For real. I've tried hitting some targets in the test drive mode with that thing. Huh. Okay, how far is that out? That's really far. Around there. Almost hit him. A little bit slow. I just like realized like okay, I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. Oh, hello. Move up a little bit to the right here. That one guy has a ridiculous range finding skill. Like, the gun is accurate enough to hit you at this range. Easy. But to estimate the range is pretty darn hard. About there should be good. Non-penetrate. How did I not penetrate using a 128 millimeter derp gun? Well, high velocity derp gun. Oh, I guess like it's an APC, so it does rapidly lose penetration at range. Hello. Thanks. And down to the Dutchman again. Okay. Okay. You are going to die, Mr. Plane. Cutting on a freaking horizon. I'm a pretty skilled pilot. I'm not done with you. Oh, just under my... Okay, flying that low to the ground does work, probably. There's the other guy. Can I follow them both at once? He's turning right, so that's good. Die. Yeah, got one. Burning glory. MXSS 11. That's also a missile carrier. 6.7. He's a light tank. But he still has like a 75mm gun similar to like a Hellcat. Okay. Where is he shooting at? That's a big plane. Kill assist. Works for me. That guy's going ridiculous. And that's just a random wing flying in the sky there. Okay. So I'm gonna make a screenshot of that, because why not? It's pretty funny to look at. Gun track's too slow. If it was just a little bit faster, I could actually shoot him. 234.85. What? That's pretty far out. Whee. I think I want to go for the Panther D because he has the heaviest armor for ranged engagements. And his gun is pretty good in terms of velocity. You can see, like, it's pretty easy to snipe with this thing. Oh, that's still the wing. That wing. Glorious wing. I mean, I already know, like, there's no way we're gonna win this one. Oh, that's an SDRV. Great. It's gonna pop smoke, actually, right here. Immediately. Go forward towards the right. Non-pan. Great. How am I supposed to do this if I get no pan? Of course you can penetrate me. And then I got shot. Yeah, not happening. ASU 85. Little bugger. Right into the side armor, yeah. And I'm out. Well, I hope that did kind of demonstrate what all this stuff is about, even though the matches didn't go that well. They completely screwed us over in that last one. Just fully 6.7s everywhere. And those IS2s are like pretty good if you only got 5.7s yourself. I mean, these wheels are not bad, but like getting some assists stuff like with the Jumbo, which is a crazily heavy armored vehicle, M36, which has a powerful gun. Why not throw in a IS2? T-3485. T-3485 is like a Panther, but like a little bit faster and a little bit less armor. IS2, still really heavy vehicle. KV-122, 2485E. Why not? Centurion Mark 1. That's like a sniper for real. APCR. Galore. Isn't really. Well, you got M41 6.0, 5.0. Like, there isn't really something at 6.7 that you can pull here, but. Really here either. Like, this is. That explains it. It's actually 6.7. And we were in a full 6.7 matchup with only 6.3s as the highest on our side. Like, if it was an AMX M4, okay. Like, this is at least a 90mm gun. Like, come on, 90mm gun. 6.7 second reload. 6.7. Let's go over to this thing. 9.4. 3 seconds. It has 3 seconds additionally to aim at you and shoot. This thing is 4 seconds. Even more ridiculous. Boop, boop, boop. Like, actually, a little while ago, I was actually, like, grinding with my T-34 122, T-44 122. And I got faced at 6.7, and I stood, like, next to one of those, like, it was, like, boom, boom, boom. And I have, like, a 30-second reload on that thing. So, the Lorraine was able to shoot 7 shots, almost 8 shots, per one single shot that I would fire. Okay, their clip is only like 2, 4, 7 shots. So yeah, you can only fire those 7 shots, and then it had a same reload. But like he loaded 7 shots into his targets, and while I was shooting 1 shot, and then after that we have the same reload. Well, like I would fire 2 shots in that time, I guess, but it's kind of ridiculous how fast the Lorraine 40T fires. Even this thing. MX50, 4-second reload. 7.0. They're just ridiculous vehicles. 120mm with 6 seconds reload. This is just too much. Here's the S11 with the missiles. And like this thing has the same SA-47 L58 gun, but it has 16 seconds reload. And this thing has 4 seconds reload. Like, come on. This is the N120, almost 20 seconds reload compared to the 6 seconds of this thing. Those are probably the worst enemies of the daggers and whatever. Like, they can bounce the shot, but if people can just like bump shots into these things, they're not able to recover from the single shots. And that's basically where the weak spot is at. I mean, with the box armor, at least, like, if it had the sloped front, it would be really powerful. But like with the boxy side armor, not angled at all, like this, it becomes like pretty good at angling in this game. So it's overall, it's like a freaking huge lineup. I would say if you were forced to take just like the normal 5 vehicles, I would say get the Panther, Tiger H1, Waffenträger, Tiger E. So you have 2 Tigers. Maybe Oswind, and otherwise Panzer Force S70 or Destroyer a Meal. That's probably the loadout I would take if you only had 5. Or otherwise get the Porsche Tiger in the last slot. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed watching as always. And I'll catch you guys all later. Bye, guys.